Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? Hope you're all doing awesome. My name is Priscilla. I am the face behind Pro Imagery Studios, and I'm here today to do some sublimation tumbler with you. I'm doing one, all right, and since it's the first time doing it, a video about sublimation here on my channel and on my page. It's going to be a little longer than normal because I'm gonna go over some things with you, all right? First thing I want to go over with you is your material. So first thing we need, it is a printer. I have an Epson 2720. We need sublimation ink, and this is the one that I use, is a printer's jack. So some people like other brands. That was the first brand I used, great review, so I just decided to go for it. So here it is for colors. Another thing that you need, it is your sublimation papers. So I have right here my A-Sub 105 and my A-Sub 125. Difference is I like to use the 125. It is a little bit thicker for flat stuff. So coasters, mouse pads, earrings, keychains, anything flat, I go for the 125. Anything that is a full wrap, I'm going with 105 because it's thinner and it's better to work around. So it is a big piece of paper. I couldn't find the regular size, like the A4 or letter size, so I go for the 11 by 17, which you can right here. Let me show you something. It's a lot thinner. See, you fold one of these in half, perfectly half. See, you have two A4s. You have your paper for your printer. So just make sure you cut it straight in half, pretty good. Right here, I'm not cutting this one, I'm just showing you guys. I have two pieces of paper to work with on my Epson 2720 right here. That's easy peasy. All right, if you cannot find the 105 on a regular side, on a A4 or letter size. So this is the design we're working on today. All right, it is as tired as a mom, as a mother, especially for me, mother of three kids, 3 dogs, and I have a husband, so you know, they all added up. I made a video previously before I come here with this, showing you guys the settings that I use on my computer. That's my kids behind me. I close the door, but still can hear them. So I showed the the settings that I use when I'm printing, how to do your settings from type of paper, quality, mirror, high speed, check off, mirror, check in, and then the color for the gum and everything else. So make sure you have that checklist done. Get your sublimation paper with your sublimation ink and print. Now, all right, hey guys, how are you? So I will be this is the file we're sublimating today on the video, and I'm going to do my introduction a little later when I flip the camera so you guys can see me. But I want to show what are the configurations that I use to print. First of all, I got the mom with the bun and sunglasses on Etsy. I'm going to post a link down below. However, it was blank. You can buy the blank ones. And then I added the sunflowers onto the sunglasses and the headband. And then I create the background. And of course, tired as a mother. I have 3 kids, so yeah, it's just perfect for me. I have an Epson 2720. Make sure you're using sublimation ink, sublimation paper. And then we go print. That's my printer right here. We go to print settings. If it's your first time doing, or you feel like you need to fix something, I did that because I saw a post, several posts about it, and several videos and research. So this is the size I have. Landscape for tumblers because that's the position right here. I also have your paper type. For me, what works better was premium paper, premium presentation paper, and the quality is high. Another thing that you want to look into is come over here to more options. you are going to see those little boxes. Usually this is how it is. High speed is checked, mirror image is unchecked. For sublimation, we need mirror and uncheck high speed because you want a lot of ink on the paper. So this is what you have to do right here. Another thing that you need to do, go in advanced and you have the color options. So color control, on the color mode, I do Adobe RGB and the Gamma 2.2. So that's my selection. That's what has been working for me from the beginning. I used to have it on different settings and it wasn't as good as it is now. So the colors, they come pretty much as I see on my computer screen. So you press OK and here's done. So because for me, I already have that saved. So you literally can do here, add, remove presets, put all the information that we need, and then you're gonna have the option to save. So basically I can do it right now. I'm gonna put a name here like Sublimation and then pick an icon, whatever they want, and then go to close and then OK. And after you do all this, all you have to do, you hit print. I will see you upstairs. Now, one thing that I'm gonna tell you, you just bought a printer. What is the first thing you're gonna do? First thing you're not going to do is get those Epsom inks into the tank. Don't. A lot of people do that. And like if your husbands, you know, boyfriends, fiancés, they want, hey, surprise, I've set it up everything for you. Make sure they know, do not use regular ink on the printer. So, buy your sublimation ink. I literally just throw it away, all the inks, the regular inks, and I put sublimation ink in those little bottles because they have a special little nozzle right here. And then you just put it in the printer, press it down, and then the ink just flows. Because the other option you're gonna have, when you buy those inks, they send you syringes. So you literally have to go. It's a slow process and you have 4 colors to do it. So get the bottles. Some people sell it, some people give it away. It's not that expensive, you know, just a regular ink. So just throw the ink away, wash the bottles pretty good, let it dry truly, and then put it in your sublimation ink in it. It's a lot easier to refill your things with those little Epsom bottles than syringe. This is if you have the Eco Tanks ones. All right, so printer, ink, paper. I have my little oven right here. It's a Oster convectional oven, and it is running already. It is hot. I leave it on between 375 and 400 on the knob, but inside is a little bit cooler. But that's my magic point right there. That's my sweet spot. So moving on to this, I'm going to cut it. I need to go get a tumbler. But let me cut this first. It is trimmed up, nice and clean. Let me get the tumbler out of the box, out of the bag, get that off. You can remove that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I forget. Some of them burn, some of them don't. So this one right here from this brand, it actually doesn't burn. And this is a glossy 20 ounces straight tumbler, which I have them available on my website. So if you go to proimagerystudios.com, you can buy blanks, you can buy finished products, you can buy designs. You can literally find everything over there. And of course, once you join the group, you have access to all information, people helping other people, and it's just basically about building a community and help each other. Cool, cool, cool. So I have it right here. One thing that I like to do, let me measure first, see if I need to cut anything else. I don't think I do. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, and it's overlapping just like I want to. I just need to make sure I have it like lined up the wood. Okay, so it's good. So you can see I do cut a little shorter than the height, because I like to leave like a couple millimeters white on the bottom and maybe a millimeter from the top, millimeter or two from the top, to get a clean line. This is an option. You can go all the way up and all the way down, but the only thing I do not recommend is to get the paper so long that you have to fold it in. Usually that folded in part gives you the wrinkles. So I always do this with my tumbler. It's upside down right now. Make sure when you do this, you flip it upside down too. Why I do this? Because I want the paper nice and straight to the rim of the cup. See right here? It doesn't go over. And once it's like this, I will bring it down just a little bit, so I have the clean rim up there. All right, so if you look at right now pretty closely, I don't know if you can see because of the light, I have the little lip right here all around, and a little more on the bottom. This is how I like to do my designs. So now you're gonna hold it nice and tight, and I'm gonna make sure I'm going to overlap those lines at the end right here, because I really want them to be, you know, lined up like they're supposed to be, right? I do overlap a little bit. I know some people don't. Sometimes it does get a little darker because it's overlapped, but for me, truly, I rather have a little darker than white, you know, like when it's fading. So I put a tape on top, and now you go. Make sure it's pretty tight all around. So at the same time you pull it in, you have to bring it down to make sure it's flat here too. All right, let's make sure it's nice and flat. Another tip that I like to give is, if you like to tape like I do first, some people just like go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. If you're doing like this horizontal, my overlap is going from my left to my right, which means my tape is gonna go from my left to my right, left to right. So if you're using masking tape, it's the same thing. You go this way right here. Don't go one row this way, the other one that way, and then this way and that way, because like your tumbler are gonna be like, what is she doing? You know, find the same direction to keep them nice and tight. You don't want to mess with that. And I have it right here, pretty good, I think. I want to do one more here at the bottom. Some people like to do on a table. I actually like to hold it like this. I feel like I have more control over it. So there we go. That sound. All right. Now I'm going to do one from bottom to top or from top to bottom. Doesn't matter which way you do it. So get a long one. And I'm going to put it right here. I try to go right in the middle. And right at the edge over here, go nice and tight, and then turn it in. And of course, run your finger over. All right. So it's nice and firm. They're touching pretty good. Right here. Kind of like it. It's looking pretty good. Yes, there we go. It's very tight. It's not even moving. It's perfect. So it's nice and tight. Up and down. Now I'm going to put a piece of tape around the rim. So remember, my overlapping is going that way, which means I'm going to circle the tape this way. And once I flip it over, the overlap is this way. So I'm going to circle away that way. All right. All right, so here you want to be nice and flat and smooth. You don't want to see any wrinkles or bumps or anything. You really want to be flushed to the cup. So I do one here, going up a little bit. And the cool thing about the 105 paper is if you see the little wrinkle, just scratch your nail a little bit. Look at that, and they're gone. Just like that, poof, gone. All right, I'm going to do another one a little lower. Another one right here. Let's go a little lower this time. Nice and tight. Okay, there you go. And then if you're sliding your hands like I am, same direction, always. And you see that it's nice and flush, nice and flat. Now we go to the bottom. Alright, so was this side over here, so I'm going to slide my hand this way, and this one I just have one little guy right here. Yep, everything else is on point. Alright, so usually for the bottom I don't do a second one. I usually do more so for the top. So this is done. I'm going to try something today. I usually don't use the other paper on top. Some people do. So, you know, let's try something new with me. I just want to see the difference. So let me find a paper that is actually clean. I believe I have here regular paper. Oh, there we go. I have a whole I'm just going to put it around like that, basically wrap around it. I'm going to cut a little bit on top. I don't like when it's like that. So I think they call it blowout paper. I don't know. I just want to try something new today. Sometimes it's okay to do that, right? So I have it right here. Don't know why it didn't cut properly. There you go. And just put it around. There. Right here. That's simple. And make sure it's nice and tight too. Okay. I want to cover the seam. I want to go over that. And then right here, take this off a little bit. This is too much. Learning new things every day, right? Always. And there we go. Design is up, right? Yeah. Right position. You definitely don't want to, same thing here. My overlapping is going on the same direction. Remember that. I almost forgot about it. So overlapping going the same direction. Right here. Here, the bottom should be a little tighter, and right here. That's it. All right, we got this. Now shrink wrap. Sometimes I do masking tape. Sometimes I do. Most of the time I do shrink wrap. I think I like it better because the masking tape, at least when I used, it was leaving residues on my tumbler, so my tumblers were getting sticky, and that's not cool. So if you have a heat gun, that's the time. is ready right here. Now what I like to do, I grab a piece of tape, heat tape. Make sure you have heat tape. All right, not just any tape, but it has to be heat tape. Put it right here. So when I turn, I put it in the oven like this, and then 2 minutes later I do 1/3 of the way. 2 minutes, I do another third of the way, and then 2 minutes, and then it's ready. So I have my timer here on my tablet. I usually do on my phone, but I'm using now. And I am going to pause you. Shouldn't start right now. I'm just gonna put it in the oven because I know my oven is ready. Right here. And then I press start. Time is running. And then it is the waiting game where we are hoping to see that everything is perfect and beautiful and the colors and everything else. So, oh, another thing, because I just looked it down and I saw my ring here. If you use rings, metal stuff on your hands, you know, this is the other one I did like earlier. I did that without the blowout paper. I had a little bit of right here, see? So I'm trying to make it perfect. Don't use metal on your hands. Because a lot of times when you're cleaning or doing something, we are doing this. So if you want to get a silicone band, I have that anyways because I teach fitness classes here from home virtually. So I use that like 80% of the time because dumbbells, barbells, and then everything else, craft. So yeah, try to get your hands clean, bare hands when you handling especially metal stuff, because the tumblers, once you scratch it, it's gone. You have to make another one. You can try to sell it for a client for a little lower price, but you know, the client paid for something, the client's getting what the client paid for. And what I do is, with the mistakes, like this one's fine, I'm gonna give this to somebody. Probably gonna do a giveaway. I do epoxy. I started doing epoxy because of my sublimation mistakes. So we have 3 seconds here. I am going to restart and then turn. And I learned that I'm used to putting diagonal inside the oven, so that's how I like to do. So going back to what I do besides sublimation, I do vinyl. I have my little epoxy corner right here. So the bottles that I made a mistake, I decided to epoxy because they say if you bake your tumblers for a long time, the ink gonna fade away. Not really. See, as you have that here. So yeah, you can do some retro designs in here. I've seen it on Facebook. They look awesome, but it's not for me. So because I can get rid of it, I decided doing epoxy. There's a pretty cool group on Facebook if you want to work with templates. Like I have some pictures on my page. If you want to work with templates, it calls LBELLEBBBEE, and she has a template. So see people posting pictures amazing over there. It's pretty awesome. So you can go over there and take a look, or if you just like to go, I think it's the Flynn sisters, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one that I follow a lot too. She teaches amazingly well the techniques. And there's another ones that are more like, I call upscale, because they're doing like the dragon mermaid scales. It's awesome. So I'm going to make that one too one day. Epoxy and then paper and a bunch of cool stuff and glitter. So I do a little bit of everything. Earrings, keychains. I'm gonna talk about the keychains right here, the next block. Here we go, we're back. Oh, hey, that right there is important. Yeah, kind of love my fingers, love my hands, you know, keep it safe. So my sister lives in London, and she is a music teacher. So she wrote a book. It's doing pretty awesome, by the way. and it calls Pianoville. And they have family. It's a family. There's the grandparents, mom and dad, and then the little boy. So that's the boy with the pets. Yes, they are hands. See that? They are little hands. It's so weird. I remember the first time I saw those, I'm like, what? It just makes sense because it's piano lessons, you know. And this is the mom and dad right here. And then both sets of grandparents right here. And I put it on the back, her website. www.pianoville.co.uk if you guys want to take a look or know somebody that teaches piano or wants to learn piano. It's a great book. The method that she uses is awesome. It's pretty cool. I did the piano when I was a child, but she did. She does since she's 5. I think she's 40 now. So yeah, she's pretty good. So just, you know, show some love. She's on Instagram as well. I think it's piano_ville, and then you're gonna find her there. But those are another things that I do. Another tip, keep a notebook with you. You know why? All times and temperatures for your press, for your heat press, write it down. So you don't need to, every single time you're going to sublimate something, ask around or Google it. Do your testing, test, and then write it down, and then you're ready here. So I always say, take your time testing around, find your time, find your temp, and then it will be a lot easier for you in the future. So you can see through the paper a little bit, the design, which is a good thing. First thing I like to do, I get the bottom first, because usually, sometimes what happens is the plastic dries and sticks to the cup once the cup is cold. All right, so I got that one off. This one is off as well. Now we're going to the main one right here. So we have it here. Let me see something. That's right. Be careful. It's hot. Very hot. Here we go. Where is my starter? It's right here. Some people like to cool it down first. I don't. I just want to get it off and over. And if you're using scissors or something to cut the tape off, please be careful. You know, the last thing you want to do, as I said, is to scratch. So try to be very careful if you're doing it. And then here we go. I think it's funny that doesn't matter how many tumblers I make, every single time I have to unwrap one, it's like, you know, it's like little butterflies on my stomach. And here you have it. Here we have it. Look at that. There she is. Oh, paper. And the seam is awesome. I think I got it right there. See? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. I think I aligned it better than I did before. Bottom. I'm gonna take pictures. It will look better with the picture than here. But it matches up pretty good. It's beautiful. I love it. I really do love it. So here she is. I usually like to put in a sink now to cool it down a little bit. And I think it did match it up pretty good. It did. And then we've done it. Isn't this beautiful? Yes. See? Love it. Tired as a mother. Who can relate? And I like how clean the rim looks on top and bottom. That's the result I like. So that's me. Some people like to go all around. I don't. I rather keep it clean like this than take a chances and get the little wrinkles that we sometimes have it. All right. So we did it. You guys did it with me. she's here. I'm going to take some pictures and post it on probably by the end of the video. I'm just gonna do a little editing and put it all together so you can see the final result at the end. Good? Awesome, huh? I love it too. File will be up for sale on our website. Don't know if I'm gonna do that tonight because it's already late over here. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. So by tomorrow, you guys should be able to purchase the file. I usually do them a little bigger. You can overlap, or if you don't like to overlap, you can resize it, or you just can cut it. Whatever you don't want to use, just cut it off like I usually do. I like to print a little bigger and then cut it off as needed. And we go from there. Good? Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much once again. Please feel free to post any comments, questions here. If I don't know, I will do my research and get back to you. If you need anything, please let me know. If you want to know how do I sublimate on nails or sublimate on that, I will try to make videos weekly sublimating different material substrates. And every time I'm doing a tumbler or anything else for a client, I'm going to try to, you know, make the video not explaining like I did today, because since it was the first one, I wanted to go through a little bit more. But just, you know, I love it. Just, you know, go with the flow with you all. I love the sunglasses. And help you guys. I help you, you help me, we help each other, we build this community, we grow together. All right? I'll be here. You know where to find me. Facebook, have my website, Instagram. My Instagram anchor is pro.imagery.studios. You can find me there, and I try to be consistent over there too. It's just busy life. And I'm also going to post my link for my other job, which is my fitness classes via Zoom. They're free. You guys can join in. So we can do tumblers and we can exercise all together. Because this right here, my friends, it is an exercise. Physically and mentally, especially when it doesn't come up the way you want. But keep going, keep trying, all right? This is the only way you're going to learn. Keep doing your research and just try to play around. I know sometimes though, but it's tumblers for sublimation are sometimes they are kind of pricey. They have pretty good price on my website. But try around a little bit and find what works better for you. All right? I will see you guys next video, and hopefully I hope to see you very soon. Here we go. She goes to you one more time. When one is not enough, what do? We have two. I'm gonna give one away. All right? So if you watch the video all the way to the end, comment below, give me a like. If you're on YouTube, give a like, subscribe, and for the ones that subscribed, I will put on a raffle thing, and I'm gonna give one of these away. All right? All right, beautiful people. I'm out of here. Let me go raise some babies. All my 3 kids. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.